Hey everyone, welcome back to my second channel. I'm so glad that you guys are with me today. We're going to go do the second part of the house build for Kelsey with BuzzFeed multiplayer, and I'm excited to get started. What we did first was we started with the gym. I decided to go with a pink lavenderish color because it keeps it light and bright at the same time for such a small space. And then I went ahead and just went with the 3 general exercise equipment that they have. And I chose the colors and everything. I went with a clear door because I figured why not? Allows just for a little classy feel for it to me. I also wanted to add a mirror to the location because I really like having mirrors in my gym. And I always like to have it so that you can see yourself exercising, kind of I don't know, see your position in your form and everything and adjust accordingly. Then I saw this mirror and I was like, I love this mirror. I want this mirror in this house. So I tried to put it in the bathroom for everybody else, other than the master. And I didn't like the fact that it does not clip. I wish I could have it literally up against the corner of the wall and side by side. Unfortunately, that mirror does not like to be touching itself. If that makes sense. And then I tried it in the master bedroom. I didn't like the way it would have looked. Let's add it to the master. Let's add this mirror in the master bathroom because I liked having the idea of a blue mirror because blue. And as you can see, I clearly got distracted by everything else, and then I went back to the master bathroom instead of finishing off the gym because I got distracted. And I wanted to add a little bit more of clutter stuff to her bathroom. I just was like, make it look a little bit more lived in, make it look more personal. And I really like the idea of having that romance thing, this way that they have the romance feature. I said last time that we were going to have a closet, and I realized that I wanted to make that a studio instead of a closet, and I made the closet just then. Now I'm adding more mirrors to the place. And I added a TV because I figured why not, let's just put this TV in here because, watch a little bit of something while you're exercising, maybe the news or something. And I added some speakers for the sound, for music, because who doesn't like to listen to music if they're not watching the news? Now we're working on her YouTube studio. Well, I don't know what this new matriarch's gonna do. I don't know if they're going to be into the YouTube streaming thing or making videos or making videos for the public, having vlogs and all this stuff. But if they're a business person or anything, that they have their own personal little studio for doing work or doing anything. And I just added a quick desk because I unfortunately don't have the YouTube studio stuff. I would have put it in there if I had it. And I added those film lights because I figured what screams studio more than film lights? And I like these big windows for the office because they let in light. But at the same time, I was like, what, let's add them for realisticness, but cover them up for the fact that during filming, you control your light and stuff. I didn't put a light in the closet because, it's going to be the woohoo closet. Hopefully they can put the woohoo stuff on there. She can put the woohoo stuff on there, the woohoo closet there. But I went ahead and put in this door because I really liked this fancy door that came in the base pack. In a base game update. Then I sat there debating whether I liked it or not, and was like, yeah, I like it, and I moved on. Now I was excited because I got to use a big carpet, which I don't get to use a lot of the time. I usually have to scale them down or something. But I was like, yeah, I get to use a big carpet because this is a big room. And I was like, I don't know what to do with the rest of the room. So after I put this stuff down, I decided to change it up a little bit. And I was like, you know what? More blue, more blue. I really like the idea of having blue. It's not one of my favorite colors. It just was like the first color that I was like, what's a good color that like comes after purple and yellow? And then I wanted to make a little sitting area, but I really didn't like the way it was coming out, so I decided to do a sitting area. And then I was like, you know what? I want a bed that has no backboard, but there is no beds without backboards, so I got one with the smallest looking backboard and stuck it in the middle because I wanted to do one of those room separators where it's one room, but it wasn't like completely two separate rooms, but you can do two styles inside one room, two types of items in one room, which is what I did, which was a sitting area and a sleeping area. It's a master suite, you know. You have everything you need except for a kitchen. I didn't put a kitchen in here. I didn't put a bar in here. I don't remember if I deleted it or not, but we'll find out in the next couple of videos. Making it a little bit look pretty. TV, you know, up on the wall, and I was like, you know what? I don't like the idea of this wall, so let's get rid of the wall and put a glass divider in here. And I was like, I really like the idea of this being a water feature for more than just TV. You know, there's something there. You know, it's not needed for the privacy because it's the master suite. You know, so let's make it open instead of closing off the suite. In the end, I really like the way that this room came out. I don't know if I kept the bar. If I kept the bar, I really wish I got rid of it, but it is what it is, you know? And I added another romance bucket to add to the romance, like, you know, you can set up the, set the aura of the room. I saw this cute little item and I was like, I want this. I love this for, like, mud rooms and stuff like that. I want to do more mud rooms in my builds and stuff. Mudrooms are cute. Then I wanted to add some more color to the wall without oh, here I found out something magical. Is it this time I found out? No, I did not find it yet. Okay, there's something magical that I found out I can do later on that I was super excited about, and I don't even remember how I did it, not gonna lie. I think it was pressing circle, but anyways. Now I'm switching it around because I really like the idea of not having the TV back stuff and everything showing through the glass wall. So I made also, so that the TV can fit there without hanging over the edge, I made the office bigger, and I was like, you know what, oh well, the office is bigger, the office is bigger. Which gave me more stuff, more space to do stuff, but then I actually struggled with trying to figure out what to put in there later. And remember, like, I didn't have moved objects on or any object item or anything like that, like any cheats on this place, because I didn't want it to have to be downloaded and rearranged or have her have the cheats on for replacing. I really like the idea of this curtain, but I don't like the curtain at all. Like, I wish that they had it opened a little bit more up towards the top and then draping longer, but it is what it is. One of my favorite paintings in this, or like painting styles, I guess, is this painting right here. I really like the way that they have it, like all different, like multi-panel. I'm going through all the curtains again because there's very few curtains that I like in The Sims 4. And here's where I figured out some magic, or I was placing down something and I was like, whoa, what? And I was just like, you know what? I think it's pressing circle. So like when you're holding an item and you're holding circle, you can multi-place it. It blew my mind, so I sat there and was just like, wow! I just did it with every one of those and made all of them. Enough of that excitement. Back to decorating. Add a little greenery to the room, because, you know, always gotta love some greenery in a room. I would love more green in my house, but I don't have enough green in my house. I tried living plants, but everything I touch dies. Plants at least. People haven't yet. Then I went ahead and I'm all about evenness and the way things look. And I don't know, I just wanted to make a little bit more space between those two doors. And trying to find carpets for this location was hard. Like what I cut out was me trying to like find like 10 million different carpets before when I get that big carpet. And I wanted this item in this pack because she really liked seducing more or less the people for with foot rubs and stuff, and I thought she thought it was funny, and so I was like, I'll keep one in here, and I wanted to put it in here, but I didn't know where. So I figured the office space might be a little, like, you know, a nice romantic spa type area. And then I went against it, and I don't think I ever did end up putting it back in, even though I really wanted it in. I don't know if I put it in any of the locations now that I think about it. I just love this bookshelf. I wish that, like, Sims 4 had some way to, like, do a different color for the metal and a different color for the wood, like they did. Not with necessarily, like, a color wheel in there, but, you know, something that you can choose the specific swatch for the metal part and a specific swatch for the book colors maybe, and a specific swatch for the types of wood. You know, I just wish that that was a thing. Now I'm trying to think of what to use this space with, like how to fill the space, because I don't know how big the YouTube studio thing was, and I was just like, eh. And then I saw these things, and I thought they were pretty cool. I was like, these could be like those sound panels that you put on your studio to like muffle the sound, because honestly, you guys, I'm in my guest bedroom right now, and it echoes, but with the music on top of the thing, you really can't tell the difference about the echo and how bad it sounds. But listening to this without music, when I go to edit it, is hilarious and sounds very bad. And so I just took these things and put them all over the room, and I really hope that they come off as sound panels, even though they are just decorative wall items. I just thought they would look pretty cool. Trying to get them just right in that room. Maybe I should cut that part out, but I ain't bothered about it. I also want to show you guys the struggle it is to make these buildings sometimes. Because it is a struggle to make a building. Like, it looks easy, and it's very easy to do. It's just trying to come out with just the right idea. It's kind of hard sometimes. And it takes forever. It takes me like this build took 13 hours to make total, like when you add it all up and like how long it took. Because the first stream was 3 hours and something, this one was 2 hours, the next one is 5 hours, and the other one was again 2 hours and something. And now that I did this bed with that wall there, I decided to go ahead and get a different bed with a headboard anyways. Trying to get this mirror into a place, but it didn't work out, so I went ahead and just used a regular mirror right next to the closet, you know, so you can check yourself out after you put on your clothing. And I relocated the plant there, and I put the opening for the closet there. And now I'm moving on to the activity room. And I thought it would be cool to have the activity room with a hidden door kind of like thing to add more to the creativity of that room. Here I am putting lights in each of these rooms before, just so that it brightens up this area, and so that I'm no longer working in the dark in those areas. And I decided to put on a small windows inside the bathroom because I just wanted to keep these windows throughout the house. Even though in the office they weren't those windows. So I wanted to add it like this was going to be the activity room. And I was just like, you know what, let's just go ahead and add almost every activity I can think of. Painting, and I wanted to make sure it looked like a painting area. Oops, ripped. Alright, so. And I, of course, want to add Baby Yoda, because why not? It's Baby Yoda. It's the child, you know? Add a little bit more creativity. Add a little bit more, this is a painting area. And then I wanted to add a computer desk area, but I figured out that doing 2 desks would be annoying, so I went ahead and did 1 table. Because with a table, you can put on 3 computers and they each work. It's a little workaround if you're doing like a library or something and you want to do multiple computers in one area. You don't have to have like desks. You can use tables. That's one of my things too that I like to do. Then I moved Baby Yoda so that I can edit the chess table, and I did the activity table, like the game table. Add a little more, make it a more fun area to do stuff in. I added a violin and a guitar for kids to learn, to put some sort of skill up. And yes, I did test those computers, they all work. And this is where I decided to remodel the front. Like I said, it didn't become, in the last video, it doesn't look like the way it was. But now is where I decided to redo it. And not gonna lie, the front entrance came out really nice to me. And I added those windows and I grabbed those doors. And me not noticing that I can't put the doors there because I didn't have those put up against the wall until now. So I moved the mudroom thing. I remember her saying that she really loved how people did the landscaping in there and took the time to put little landscaping stuff and everything. So I wanted to incorporate more landscaping because that's something I'm not really good at and I'm trying to get better at. To me, my original, before I start trying a little bit with landscaping, that would have been just enough for me. And here I was trying again one more time with the vine things, and I tried to scale those up and everything, but I didn't like the way, and I saw these things, I tried to hang them up on the fence. But it didn't work, so I did it. And don't ask about the tire part, I don't know why I did that. And I'm trying to add a little bit more flair to the outside. I really love this item, I just don't get to use it enough in my builds. It's a very pretty item. And so for the floor, I was like, I wanted stone, and this is where I decided to put on the facade. I went with the raw item, the raw look, because I really like the look of concrete for walls, or stucco walls. I really like those for outdoors. Paneling is just not my favorite thing. Not paneling. Siding. Like the plastic siding. I really like wood siding, concrete, and other facades to buildings. And here I was trying to get all those golf area, but none of these really matched with the look I was going for, which is that concrete look. So I went with a half wall, because the half wall just worked a little bit better. And I want to add a little flamingo, because why not? Because flamingos are adorable. And I really like the way that this base looks, so I kept the base as like the center focus rather than a plant inside the patio. Or like the entrance, whatever you want to call it. And then my stupid self was just like, why isn't this going? And I was like, oh, yeah. Then I noticed that that coloring was white, and so I had to figure out how to do that. So I added this little thing right there. And then what I wanted to do was add it to be more of the fence area. And I figured I'd just make that sturdier, I guess you can say. One of the things that I really did not like was the fact that it would not let me put a column there, no matter what I tried, and I don't know why The Sims is like that. Like, I understand I don't understand why it wouldn't let me put one there, because it just sucked. I really wanted one there, so I ended up saying screw it. I didn't say screw it, and it took a little while before I said screw it. I tried for so long to try to get one there, and it just wouldn't work, and it was so sad. I was like, let me move this, try again, and it just didn't want to work. Why? I deleted a lot of things, and it just... I even did this and like put that there, and it worked, but then like disappeared, and it was just like, what is going on? Like, why is that a thing? And this is where I just said, forget it, I won't do that. So now we're gonna go on and move to the roofing. I figured, what else am I gonna be doing? And I was like, let me add the roof to this, and figured that out. Not gonna lie, I'm not good with roofs. I learn as I go. And not gonna lie, I'm very happy with the way that this roof came out. It was a challenge to do. I had an idea in my head, like I said, I drew out the layout of the roofing I wanted, and then I realized, wait a minute, it's not gonna work with the open area that I wanted it on the front entrance. I wanted it to be open to the sky like it is, with grass, but I couldn't do it, or like with vines and stuff, but I couldn't do that. And now I'm expanding the house because I wanted to make sure that it was even. That was like not a perfect square, but as perfect as I can get it, because like I said, I'm very down for symmetry. probably did this a weird way too. There's probably a better way to have done what I did, but and then I tried it again. I was just like, let me put this there. Let me try it again, and it didn't work. One thing, and maybe if I press circle, now that I think about it, I could probably try that multiple drop item thing that I learned with the lamps to do columns. If I remember how to do the multi-drop item, where like I have an item and I'm placing it down multiple times, I can figure out how to do that again. Then I realized that I again missed something, and I quickly added. You can see I was clearly distracted by a lot of other things to realize I needed to work on the roof again. So I started working back on the roof, trying to figure that out. And then I just realized I can do what I originally wanted to do on the back. Like it worked. Like I wanted this to have like that weird like little like boxed in look with the roof that I was doing. But then when I got ready to do it in the front, I was like, wait a minute. I can't do that.
I don't wanna see you while you fall apart. Even though you told me to get back your heart, I still spin inside your orbit. Yeah. You say that I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, 'cause I'm floating in your orbit.
This is where I realized that. I was like, shoot. Now I have to figure out how to work around the way I wanted it to look. And keep it the way I wanted it to look. Because I did want that closed off area. Like I wanted the square look, but it didn't want to work out for me. You know, just like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And I quickly thought of how to do it. And so you'll see in a second that I figured out how to do the roof. I was like, I can do these ones, and I did on the sides. Took a little bit of adjusting, and by a little bit I mean a lot of it. I was just not sure how roofs worked. And then luckily once I did that, I knew exactly what I needed to do for this side. Once I learned how to do it, I just had to make those adjustments. was very happy with the way that the room came out, so I sat there and admiring it. And this is where I ended up going off and leaving it for the day because that took a lot of brain work. So you guys know what to do. If you like this video, you go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want some more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, you become a subscriber. When you become a subscriber, that means I love you forever and ever. Unless if you unsubscribe. If you unsubscribe, well, I'll still like you. Silly someone 1.8 to watch. Also, if you want, follow me on TikTok and Twitter at KazTheGamer with no spaces. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload another video. Thank you guys so much for being here and have a wonderful day. Peace out.